Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my summer signing series. Today is Manchester United. Now this one will probably be the quickest one we've done because obviously I'm doing my Manchester United career mode and a lot of the signings I made in that career mode actually were real signings, or at least rumours that were looking pretty likely to come true. So obviously we had Ibrahimovic join the club. We've got Bailey at left centre-back, Mkhitaryan at right mid. Those three signings are the signings that Manchester United have actually made. Ibra, Mkhitaryan and Bailey. I made all three of those and a couple more. So what we're going to do is look through this squad, maybe identify a few more positions we could improve in, and obviously we'll be looking at the rumours going around right now. And obviously there's one huge rumour, and that is Paul Pogba. Who knows if it's actually going to happen. So we're going to start off with the reserves. Romero, McNair, Blind, Borthwick, Jackson, Valencia, Fosu Mensah, Fellaini, Pereira, Keane, Lingard, Young and Januzaj. It looks like Januzaj could be off to Sunderland because David Moyes is obviously their new manager. He really liked Januzaj. He actually broke him into the first team, I believe. So looks like Januzaj could be on his way out. Will Keane as well might be leaving the club soon. Pereira, I don't understand this. I watched Man United in, I think it's their first pre-season game this season. Pereira was incredible. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. Fellaini, everyone thought would be on his way out. Looks like Mourinho is keen to keep him because I don't get this at all. Schweinsteiger has been dropped to the reserves apparently, and he has been told to find a new club. Now, Schweinsteiger, there's no doubt in my mind, is still absolutely top class. He's a fantastic player. He has been one of the best midfielders throughout his career. Are you telling me you'd rather have Fellaini in your team? I'm blown away by this. Either way, on the bench we've got Rashford, of course, Depay, Juan Mata could be on his way out as well. Jones, Rojo, Carrick and Herrera. Mata's a difficult one because Mourinho obviously sold him while he was at Chelsea to Manchester United, and now he's come to Manchester United. Back then he said, I didn't really feel like Mata fit into my team or the tactics he was using. Has that changed? I don't really know what's going to happen with Mata, but he's linked with Everton, I believe. There were a few more clubs I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but if Mata does leave, then obviously they would need to bring someone else in, and we'll be talking about that soon. But for now, obviously I'm not sure what formation he's going to be playing. This could be the first team next season, unless Schweinsteiger does actually move out. Maybe Herrera goes in instead. But obviously there is going to be one certain player that is going to be in the news for the next few days, maybe the next few weeks, until it could potentially happen and come true. And that player, of course, is Paul Pogba. Is it going to happen? Well, if you ask me, yes. I think in the next few days it is going to happen. I think it's going to be around the 100 million mark, and it will be the biggest signing of all time, or the most expensive signing of all time. There is always Matuidi hovering around as well. That rumour's been going for weeks. And obviously we've got players like Lozano, who I signed in my career mode, who it looks like is going to be signing for Manchester United before the end of the window, but it's just taking its time. And I was looking around online, and it does seem like Fabinho has been linked with Manchester United as a potential right-back or CDM option. He can play at CDM and has been known to play at centre-back as well. Very versatile. And obviously we've already spoke about this in my Manchester United career mode, that Mourinho doesn't really like Darmian too much, so maybe Fabinho would be his replacement. Now in this episode we're going to do that just out of interest, but I want to get all of their scout reports back first. Obviously we're going to be making an offer for Paul Pogba. This looks like it could be a very, very close signing in the next few days at least. Maybe we could offer Juan Mata in this deal, so we've got a lot of money left over. If I put in 20 and then maybe put Mata into the deal, maybe they could accept that. He's worth 16.5 million, so we'll see what they say. That's probably not quite enough. But to be honest, even if I don't sign Paul Pogba, you guys know about the rumour, and I've already signed him before in my career mode, so we could always go for Matuidi instead. Fabinho will wait for the scout report, same with Lozano. Matuidi I'm not going to go for in this episode unless Pogba doesn't go through, because it doesn't look like it's actually going to happen anymore, but you never know, because PSG signed Krychowiak, I'm not sure how you say his name, so maybe Matuidi could be on his way out. As I expected, they have declined that offer. They don't want Mata at all, so what we'll do is we'll increase the offer to 45 million and just remove Mata, and then maybe we'll just try and sell Mata instead if I can. But Paul Pogba is a very expensive player, so they might even reject that offer. Oh, fantastic. So now Barcelona are coming in for Paul Pogba. They've offered 51 million, so we are going to have to improve our offer. I will go in with 51.5 million. We can afford it. I do believe Manchester United have a lot more money than they do in FIFA, that's for sure. So hopefully they'll accept that. And there we go, guys. Juventus have accepted the offer. Now, Paul Pogba not only is going to be very expensive for his transfer fee, but his wages are going to be so high as well. Apparently 290,000 per week, making him one of the top paid players in the Premier League behind Ibrahimovic and Wayne Rooney, I believe. And Aguero, I think it might be as well. 160,000 per week in game. That is more than cheap enough for me. I'm very happy with that. Crucial first team player, of course. And I know it's not very exciting because we've already done this deal, but to be honest, even if Man United weren't linked with Paul Pogba and I was doing this video, I'd probably still go with Paul Pogba because he's just perfect for what they need. Now, this is interesting. We've just had an offer come in from Real Madrid for Juan Mata. Now, they've got a lot of money, so I'm not too scared to maybe up it to about 18.5 million and not worry about them not being able to afford it. It's just whether or not they think it's way too much and then just come out of the deal. So hopefully they'll just take him. And there we have it, guys. Paul Pogba has accepted the contract. It's completely blown the budget out of the water, but obviously with Juan Mata being sold, we should recover some of that. And by the way, I don't actually think Mata should be sold. I still think he's a quality player, and I'm sure Mourinho could work him into that team somehow, but because he's linked away and because we need the money, we'll go ahead and do it. And that will help us afford Paul Pogba and one more signing maybe. Oh, thank God for that. So Real Madrid have accepted it. 18.5 million for Juan Mata. That's still really cheap if you ask me. And that will help us maybe go for Fabinho. So his value is a lot less than I was expecting. He's 78 rated, 7.5 million, an exciting prospect. Now, usually I would try and maybe exchange Darmian here, but because he's recently joined, I can't do that. So we'll go ahead and make a cash offer again. Between 9.6 and 11.4, I'll go kind of down the middle there. £10 million. Monaco, please do the right thing and accept it. And because why not, we're going to go ahead and do a swap deal here. Januzaj, because he could be on his way out, for Lozano. So we'll do 1 million plus Januzaj. To be honest, that's probably overpaying, but I just want to get the deal over the line. Okay, so unfortunately, Schalke have made an offer for Fabinho as well. 10.5 million was their offer. So we'll go in with 10.7, 200 grand more, and then we should be able to get our man. And we have had both offers accepted. So Januzaj plus 1 million for Lozano. Again, I'm probably overpaying slightly, but it doesn't matter too much. Let's go ahead and get him into the team on squad rotation player. He probably will accept it. He's got 12 months remaining on his contract, and he's going to be earning more money. It makes sense for him to go. And now Monaco, prepared to let Fabinho go for 10.7. I'm going to go up to 70k. You can probably get away with a little bit less, but I just want to get him into the side as soon as possible. And they have both accepted their deals. So we've now got Fabinho in the squad and Lozano, 75 rated, of course, and 78. Now, Fabinho, does he get into this squad over Darmian? Yes, for me, I think so. Fabinho, I like the fact that he's quite tall. He can play at CDM as well, of course, which is always handy. But at right back, I definitely think Manchester United need to improve there if Darmian is leaving, because Valencia, he's getting on a bit and he might not be good enough anymore. So Fabinho, good signing. I wouldn't actually mind getting him into any team in career mode. He's pretty decent in this game. Lozano, of course, left-sided player along with Depay on the bench. Maybe they could do with a right-sided player instead. I'm not really too sure. But that, guys, I think is all I'm going to be doing in this episode. Of course, there are plenty of rumours going around still. Lots of different signings that any team could possibly make. But right now, as I've recorded it, these are the players that are linked with the club. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like rating, and I will see you in the next episode very soon.